is 5 on Your Side at 6. Focused on you.
Tonight, 2 women and a man are dead in a murder-suicide. Investigators are trying to figure out what led up to the shootings. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. This happened just before 11 this morning in West St. Louis County. That's where 5 on Your Side's Mercedes McKay is. She spoke with investigators and neighbors. Mercedes.
Mike and Ann, it all happened here at this home behind me. Now, we spent most of our afternoon talking to several different neighbors. They all told me the people that lived in this home were really nice, but they were quiet and kept to themselves. But it's very clear that this community and neighborhood here is really rattled up by this tragedy. Here's what the scene looked like just a few hours ago. Police were still coming in and outside of the home while crime scene tape wrapped around it. Here's what we know right now from St. Louis County Police. They got a call just before 11 this morning to check on a man on Glandor Drive. Once officers arrived, they found 3 people who were shot to death. Police believe the man shot the 2 women and then killed himself. We spoke with one neighbor who was home when it happened. He said he heard sirens but never imagined this is the tragedy that was taking place.
It is very sad, and it's very sad when it happens next to your house, and I can't believe it. This subdivision is very safe and very quiet.
The names of the people who died have not been released just yet. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from one organization who is working hard every single day to make sure crimes like these stop happening. In West St. Louis County, Mercedes McKay, 5 on Your Side.
Tonight, a 12-year-old is in custody after police say he and 2 teenagers carjacked an employee in front of the Justice Center in downtown St. Louis early this morning. The 2 teenager suspects, they're still on the run. 5 on Your Side's Travis Cummings is live downtown at the Justice Center with what happened. Travis.
And the group took a silver Nissan Altima from a 33-year-old man right here in front of the Justice Center on Tucker. And this goes to show you this is happening anywhere at any time. And recently, it's been young people behind the crime.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I'll take my chances. And that's what's scary.
Pastor Mike Coleman hasn't given up on the young people who carjacked him in his church parking lot back in January.
If they can do crazy stuff like this, they can do the right thing too.
That's when 2 teens took his car before slamming it into 2 other vehicles.
Literally put the gun in my face. They want my wallet, they want my keys, they want my phone. They smashed my phone. They get in the car. There was confusion amongst the 2 on how to start the car.
Coleman sat to hear about a similar situation Thursday morning. Police say a 12-year-old boy and 2 teens carjacked a 33-year-old employee outside the Justice Center in downtown St. Louis. Officers spotted the man's Nissan Altima on 10th and Cass early around 3:15. A 12-year-old ran, but officers arrested him, and the 2 other teen suspects got away.
These kids aren't thinking this stuff up. They're being tempted, they're being put up to it.
Coleman's turning his hurt into a harmony.
God knows where and God knows when.
Figuring out how to provide a haven through his ministry.
Every individual I know that's in trouble right now either doesn't have a father figure in their life or they don't have hope.
On the north side today, a church-led resource center just opened and is already impacting the lives of kids and their families.
Children go into stores and they stealing tennis shoes and all that. We have a program at our church where we take the neighborhood kids shopping.
There's safety and support.
If we can help meet some of the needs in the community, it may decrease the crime rate.
Police say one of the suspected carjackers was armed with the gun, but they don't believe it was the 12-year-old. If you know anything that could help them solve this crime, just call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. We're live downtown tonight. Travis Cummings, 5 on Your Side.
Tonight, new information on a 31-year-old cold case in Lincoln County. Arlen Henderson disappeared when he was 11 years old, and there's been no sign of him since. Now detectives need your help. Our Justina Cornell joins us in studio to explain how you can help. Justina?
Yeah, Mike, so investigators tell me there are several leads, including some new ones. While this happened more than 3 decades ago, I'm told right now the public's assistance could be a breakthrough for this case.
Crews came together combing for clues in Lincoln County. That's when the 1991 search started for Charles Arlen Henderson. On July 25th, around 5 that evening, Arlen rode his bike near his home in Moscow Mills. His bike was found about 11 weeks later, abandoned in a bean field about 5 miles away.
Just let him go. He's all I've got.
It's a mother's cry to find her 11-year-old boy, a boy who's been gone ever since, and her plea has persisted.
I just wish they would come forward and tell what they know. Maybe somebody someday will do something.
And that's what the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office wants. 31 years later, their desire for discovery is front and center.
We go back and we look at the cold cases and try to follow up leads. A lot of times it may be re-interviewing people that were involved before, but also looking for science to help solve things. DNA sampling, age progressions, different things like that.
Technology is a key component, and so is the public's assistance. Now, police are asking if anyone knew Bob and Joy Leonard to come forward.
Joy was Arlen's sister.
Police say 9 years after Arlen's disappearance, Joy was murdered by her husband Bob, and then Bob killed himself.
We've learned that they may have made some comments that may have been relevant to this investigation, but they're no longer with us, so we can't interview them. So the purpose of the media release was to find people who knew them.
Now, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office hopes people can come together again for answers. Any clue bringing them closer in closing this search.
Nobody can really rest until they know where Arlen was, what happened. The more answers they have, the more resolved they feel.
I also spoke to Arlen's mom earlier today, and she said, quote, "Someday I will get answers," end quote. If you happen to know anything, please contact the Lincoln County Sheriff's tip line at 636-462-6153.
Tonight.